Welcome to the Patriot Cast, your number one spot for everything New England Patriots. Hosted by Billy from Patriot Focus. Now, let's get into it.
What's up, everyone? I'm Billy with Patriot Focus. Welcome to the Patriot Cast. And today I'm joined by Ben. Ben from the Bell Cow NFL. Ben, thank you again for joining us. We have a fun one today. We have some Vrabel talk. I'm sure you guys know what that means. We have some draft talk. Draft is in only 3 days, so we're going to talk about who the Patriots might get at pick 31, and then we're going to just talk about some A.J. Brown trade rumors. It's been circling around the league for right around 2 months now. If we want to talk about last year, that kind of happened too, until Adam Schefter, and I'd probably say May or June, said that it's not happening. However, 2 days ago, I woke up to news saying it is happening. This is after June 1st. I'm sure you've been hearing this June 1st date a lot, but we'll talk about that later. So I'm Billy with Patriot Focus. You can find all my stuff on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, whatever. That's kind of where I am. So, or YouTube. So you can hear this podcast on Spotify, Amazon Music, or whatever, wherever you listen to most of your podcasts. Ben, thanks for joining us. Where can we find what you do?
At the Bell Cow NFL, Instagram, and Twitter. I know I haven't posted on there in a while, but off season, baby, and just been working like crazy, and But we'll get back into it shortly.
Oh yeah,
sure.
the Bell Cow will get into it. He's a running backs guy, and when he comes on the Patriot Cast, he's a Patriots guy as well. It's always fun having him. So thanks for coming back on. I mean, this is gonna be it's gonna be interesting because Vrabel came and he approached media to address media today. This is something that we don't really want to see from our head coach. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, there have been pictures online of Mike Vrabel and Deanna Rossini, a former NFL insider, former or a resigned NFL insider from The Athletic. This was in Arizona when there was an owners meeting in Arizona, and I'm sure you've also seen a video of Mike Vrabel working with an Arizona State offensive tackle, Max Ihanachor. That was the same weekend. So it's a tough situation to be in. I want to talk about the draft first because that's more important to me right now.
All right.
It's a tough situation to approach because we don't know, we don't have the information of, that we want. We don't really know how to start the topic. You know what I mean?
I want to be professional.
Yes.
I want to be professional.
You always want to be professional, but at the same time, you want to be
course.
honest. You got to be honest
Look. Okay. Want
to get in the draft?
Hold on.
So we can think about this?
Yeah, let's basically just, it's a private thing, and we don't know all the ins and outs. I do think that what he told the media is different than what he told the team, and I think he was a lot more candid with the team, and as long as he's, look, water under the bridge, man. Water under the bridge, just,
But the water doesn't always flow.
Okay. Yeah, let's get it. You know what? Let's get into the draft.
Yeah. I like that idea. So, okay. Patriots, for those of you who don't know, have pick 31. I've been pretty slow in terms of podcasting on draft coverage this offseason, which kind of every Patriots reporter has been, only because we were playing until February, whereas last year we were playing until really December, if you really want to count that January game.
We were playing until September.
Thank you to Mr. Mayo himself and Mr. Lowe, who actually departed. He's on the 49ers now, so
Oh, you miss him.
I will
Don't
be
lie.
I will be so sad to see the Aryan logo. But anyway,
Yeah.
when we approach this pick, there's many tackles on the board. There's many edge rushers on the board. There's going to be a linebacker, and then there's going to be a few defensive linemen who have the size and have the ability to replace Kairos Tonga. But without knowing players, right? Without knowing any players from the draft, which some people do, some people don't. It's tough this year. But who do you see as like a positional need? Not like going into the first round. Who are these? You have the tier 1 positions. You have the tier 2 positions. Tier 2 could be like linebacker because you don't really need a starter right now, or safety. You don't need a starter right now. But if you throw one in there, watch Kevin Byard, maybe a ball hawk safety that can work, both strong and free safety. See how all that happens. I feel like he can be a tier 2 guy, a tier 1 guy, meaning like we need him this season. Possibly like an urgent starter. What are those positions that you see?
Definitely anything related to the pass rush, I think.
That's
I think
exactly where I
honestly
was too.
that's anything that has to do with that. So D line, edge rushers, that kind of thing. A lot of people might say the O line too. I honestly think our O line is okay. Maybe not. I mean, obviously, it was exposed during the Super Bowl and the playoffs last year, but I mean, look, a lot of people are piling on Will Campbell, and I know he didn't play great, but the kid did all right when he wasn't hurt. He came back from the injury and he wasn't the same. Obviously, he didn't. He looked like he was a step slow.
Yeah.
But I still think that, once our O-line kind of finds that rhythm, I think we'll be okay. So I actually don't think O-line is our most needy position right now. I think the pass rush would probably be the thing that I go after if I'm Elliott Wolf and Mike Vrabel.
Yeah. Pass rush is definitely an issue. In terms of free agency, we got rid of Kayvon Chason, leading sack leader for the Patriots. That I didn't like. We let him walk.
Me neither.
I would have rather paid him than Draymond Jones. And don't mistake me for not wanting Draymond Jones. I think Draymond Jones is going to be a great New England Patriot. He's going to be a starting edge rusher. But I would have rather Kayvon Chason. He was with it last season, and he was very. I don't think we would have gone as far in the playoffs as we did if we didn't have Chason. Because when you look at this offseason, we get rid of Chason, but then so we're down one edge rusher. Then we gain one edge rusher. That's in Draymond Jones, and then we're down another one with Anthony Jennings, friend of the program. He was a run stopper, not so much of a pass rusher, but he was more in the run stop. He got a few sacks and tackles for losses in the playoffs. I liked him here, just another guy to throw in there. But yeah, I'd say pass rush is definitely a necessity. That, and you did mention the defensive line, defensive tackle too. Yeah. We did just lose Kairos Tonga. He was more of a run stopper, but a big man up front it'd be huge because right now it's Corey Durden. I like Corey Durden. I think he's a good undrafted free agent, but I don't know. I don't think he can. It's tough to say he's a future of the defensive line for the nose tackle role anyway. So a few guys that we're looking at for that nose tackle role, you could see Cade McDonald. He's an Ohio State defensive tackle, 6'3", 326. And just another Ohio State guy that Mike Vrabel could like. Had 4 sacks last year, 0 in 2024 and 2023. He's just another, he's going to be able to stop the run. And that's something that we kind of struggled with at times last season. Another position I kind of see as a tier 1 need is tackle. I know you mentioned it earlier, and this isn't because of Will Campbell. This isn't throwing a shot at Will Campbell. This is Morgan Moses. This is the right side of the O-line, who actually did hold up very well last season. But that's not going to be the case for for long. I don't know about you, but coming into last season, I did not expect Morgan Moses to play 16, 17 games. I did not. I just 30. He's 34 years old and he's 6'7". That's tough to play all every single game. Go get a right tackle and get someone big, and have Morgan Moses teach him how the NFL works. Two guys there's only two guys in terms of offensive tackle that I see the Patriots getting at pick 31. That's Max Ihanachor. He is an Arizona State Sun Devil, 6'7", 330 pounds, big guy. He moved into the United States, I think, at 13 years old, and he started playing football in 2021. That scares you. That I guess that can scare you, but he has everything it takes for like physically, and he gave up 3 sacks in his collegiate career, and he's a pure right tackle. I think go get the chance on him. If he's let up 3 sacks, it's definitely a risk, but the ceiling is, I feel like it's just so high because, I mean, giving up 3 sacks.
Yeah, sometimes
zero sacks last year.
Yeah, well, sometimes the what's it called? Like the lack of, like, if he only started in 2021, he doesn't have like bad. He doesn't. How do I phrase it? He doesn't like fall back on past things. He only knows what he's been taught so far. So he's not gonna like fall back to when he was a kid or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, if you start later, you have a more likelihood that you're going to be coachable and not fall back on what's comfortable.
I don't know. I can see what you're saying there.
That's how I'm thinking.
I can see what you're saying there. No, it definitely is a risk. And then when you look at the other option in Blake Miller, he's also similar number, 6'6", 315 pounds. He's definitely has a frame, just like Maxi Honachor. I just think he needs to be a little stronger. He is a leader, though. I think he was a captain last year, and then a 4-year starter, I want to say. Yeah, he was a 4-year starter at Clemson. Also a pure right tackle. Has played 100 snaps at left tackle. Let up 5 sacks in his collegiate career and 2 this season. He's more of the Mike Vrabel guy, though. I see him as like the Mike Vrabel. Who was that? Was it Taylor Lewan? Or he's on Buzzing with the Boys.
Yeah, Taylor Lewan.
He's I feel like he's similar to him in the sense of like that energy, that like Mike Vrabel guy. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I am a fan of Blake Miller. I'm not sold on him right now. If the pick was up to me, I would go Maxi Honachor. Just because the potential he has in all that, like he's just so capable in all. In one of my mock drafts, I had Max Ihanachor. In another one, I had Blake Miller. In another one, I think. Hold on, sorry, I want to make sure. Another one, I had Casey Concepcion. That's a wide receiver at Texas A&M. This is. What do you think of a receiver?
Like we have enough.
Here? Like it's just such
enough wide receivers though. Like we're gonna be wide receiver heavy if we go wide receiver in our first round. Like,
but think of next year. Like who's the slot guy? The slot guy's next year. We lost Diggs. He was a slot number 1. Right now we have 4 outside receivers. We got Matt Collins, Kayshon Boutte, Romeo Doubs, and Kyle Williams. Now we take those guys out, and then who do we have for slot? Slot is Pop, which I love Pop, but he's a little short, and he's we just haven't utilized. We need to utilize him next season a little bit better, a lot better.
Friend of the program.
Also, friend of the program. You're right.
Yeah.
He. Oh, sorry. We got a comment in here. Bruins going crazy right now. Yes, we 4-0. 4-0 Bruins. Celtics already lost, which is upsetting, but
Yeah, well,
Bruin.
we have to respond because we played like crap the other night, so it's about time we figured it out.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's awful.
That was embarrassing.
That was terrible. But
Yeah.
if we get receiver first pick, 31, I can guarantee you we're not getting AJ Brown. Day 2,
Yeah,
say like
I don't think we're gonna go receiver on day 1. I just don't see it.
the only thing is though, like if we don't get AJ Brown, we need a receiver. We need a slot. But
See,
even AJ Brown's not a slot. He's a pure X. Like Casey Concepcion is a slot. Right now, our slot receiver it's gonna be Pop.
Yeah,
Because Romeo can't play in the slot. He's too much like Kayshawn.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. He has the giant diaper helmet too. That's not a slot receiver.
That's not a slot kind of thing. Like
yeah.
Right now
I don't know. I think there's been a deal in place with AJ Brown for a while, and I think that we're just not. I think there's a mutual understanding between the Eagles and the Pats right now of like, hey, we're not going to do this yet, but after June 1st, he's all yours. I think because they've been talking about this since, February.
yeah,
for
February.
For AJ.
Yeah, February
So it's
or
been
March,
a while.
yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while. Like I
Yeah.
think there's been a deal in place. So I think it's pretty certain. If you got guys like Adam Schefter and Ian Rappaport who are all saying the same thing, I think it's pretty. You can bet on AJ Brown being a Patriot after June 1st. Actually, do you want to tell everyone why June 1st is the magic date?
Yes, I do. Do we want? Yeah. So June 1st is you've been hearing June 1st a lot. I bet. Before June 1st, if the Eagles were to trade AJ Brown, they would take. They would take I think it's a $43.5 million dead cap hit in 2026, which would cost them about $20 million more against the cap. So after June 1st, say they traded him after like June 2nd or June 3rd or whatever, if they wait until after June 1st, the 2026 dead cap drops to about $16.4 million. And remind you, that's from $43.5 million. And they can push the rest of the money into 2027. That would save them around $7 million on the 2026 cap. And if they do that, they can plan. It's definitely the cap. That's definitely a huge thing about it. But they can also plan to get rid of them. Like for the draft, they can say, all right, let's see how the board goes. Say we can't get a receiver and we can't find one, or something like that happens. Let's keep him. Say we're able to find a receiver or something like that, and if the Eagles pick a receiver first round, we're getting him. We're getting AJ Brown. I'm 100%. But if not, I mean, I don't know. I really do think we're gonna get him. It's gonna be after June 1st. That's for sure. They're not gonna give him to us before.
Yeah.
It's at this point. It's for me. It's what we're gonna give up.
That seems to be the magic question, because Howie Roseman has been known to
fleece.
To kind of, yeah.
And I'm not here to give up next year's round 1 and a player. I'm not doing that. Even next year's round 1 in general. I don't think I want to do that.
I wouldn't give up a 1 period, but I feel like that's kind of what the market is, and I think it's going to be something along those lines.
Go shop another team and come back here when you're crying because you just got sworn out by Jerry Jones. You're not getting a first round pick. And if you are, great. I'm not paying a first round pick for him though. Now, it's a different story when you say, here's Kayshon Boutte and here is a 5th or 4th round pick. But I'm not I'm willing to give up Kayshon Boutte, and I'm a Kayshon Boutte fan. I love Kayshon, but he's due for a contract next year. He was absent for the first day of voluntary off-season program yesterday. And his value's at his highest right now.
Yeah, it is.
He's due for a contract next season. Like, he's another outside receiver. Say we get A.J. Brown, we have 5 outside receivers. 2 of them can do all the same thing. Romeo Doubs and Kayshon Boutte. Same player. Maybe, point a few differences out of there by the inches. But, like, here we have a comment here. Do you guys want him with the exception of the loss of Boutte?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give up Kayshon for AJ Brown. AJ Brown's 29 years old. I love Boutte, like I just said, but yeah, give him away.
I just think
it's AJ Brown.
You have to attack the defense at all 3 levels, and I feel like I mean I don't want to because I feel like we did attack we did stretch the defense last year. We were able to throw deep to Boutte or, Kyle Williams a couple times.
Yeah.
Because Drake May has the arm. I just think that, obviously with someone like A.J. Brown, it's going to be a lot. Defenses are going to respect that more, and it's going to open everything up on the bottom 2 levels. And then that's when guys like Pop, or if we get another slot guy, that's where they're going to really eat, because they're going to be dropping 2 and, 2 safeties back in that shell coverage or whatever.
Yep.
And they're gonna be obeying the deep ball, because I mean Drake May has the arm. AJ Brown
has the speed and the hands. Yep.
And he's physical. He doesn't get enough credit for being a physical receiver. He can jump over guys.
He can do it all.
He can break tackles. Yeah. He's a good receiver.
Yeah.
He's a very good receiver.
And that's why that's why I'm willing to give up Kayshon, because you're giving up Kayshon, but I see this move as an upgrade for, like you just said, that was a great way to put it, an upgrade for Pop. If this happens,
opens everything else up.
Exactly. If this happens, or if it doesn't happen, what do we see in Efton Chisholm next year? Do we see Efton Chisholm next year? I don't really know, because he's the Y. When he's out there, it's a run play. We know that. Unless we're up 28-7. I was going to say 28-3. That wouldn't really work. So I don't know if we see Efton next year. We might, but he'll definitely be competing. Kyle Williams, that opens up everything for him. Dejon's dribbling. Well, I think we're going to have him next year. He's a wide receiver from Ole Miss. Let's get back into the draft talk. Dejon's dribbling. He's a wide receiver from Ole Miss. 6'3", I want to say. He ran a 4. He's in the 4.3s and 40-yard dash, low 4.4s. Patriots have shown a lot of interest in him. I don't know. Just one of my guys. You have those guys in the draft when you look into it. Like last year, my guy was Jalen Noel from Iowa State. I loved him. And there was one more. I forget. Oh, the Tennessee guy. It's not. This year's is Chris Brazzell. He's last year's Chris Brazzell. I don't know if you've heard the last Chris Brazzell's name, but
Vidarian Lowe.
Oh, definitely not Vidarian Lowe. Who was it? Oh, Dante Thornton. He had Calvin Johnson numbers, but came into Las Vegas. So
there's only one Calvin Johnson, man.
You're right.
That's for sure.
You're right. There is only one Calvin Johnson.
That's Megatron, man.
No, I do wanna talk to you about some of my mock drafts. I had mock draft 3.0, and you might not even know the players, but I just wanted to the position. The position kind of matters for it.
All right, let's hear it.
We have Maxi Honachor. He's the guy who just started playing football 5 years ago, whatever.
Yeah.
We already talked about him. I have him at 31. The reason for tackle at 31 for me is because tackles fall off in day 2. You're gonna see some
interesting.
You're gonna see top tackles get picked in round 1. Caden Proctor's one of those names. He's a big tackle. I think I see him as a top 5 pick. Other owners see him as a top 40 pick. I'm not sure how this is gonna go with Caden Proctor, Alabama tackle, by the way. He's big. He's probably one of the heaviest in the draft. So that's who we have for tackle, in this area. We have Monroe Freeling, very fast tackle. Spencer Fanow. Those are all guys. Those are out of the question. But you scroll down to the pick 26 through pick 35 or so. You got tackles in there like Caleb Lomu. He's a pure left tackle. I don't want to touch him. But tackles that I actually would consider touching, Maxi Honachor, like we said. Blake Miller, another one. We already talked about him.
Mm-hmm.
If Caden Proctor fell, he's a pure left tackle. Like I said, 6'7", 366 pounds. He's well fed. I really wouldn't mind. I would take him. I'd take a shot at him. Go move him to right tackle if he fell. I don't think he's falling.
So you're cool with. I mean, sorry, I don't want to get off topic, but
no,
you're
it's
cool
fine.
with keeping Will Campbell at left tackle. Then.
100%. You got to keep him at left tackle because at least for a season. If he does awful this season, gives up 9 sacks, move him to the right side. It's just so hard to.
Or just move him to guard.
Sorry, that's what I meant, guard.
Yeah.
It's just tough because you pick him at 4th overall. You can't give him half a year healthy, and he does good for the first half of the year. Goes down with a knee injury, and can't block anything. Like can't block.
Yeah, I mean, if you draft a tackle in the top 5, they gotta be multiple-time Pro Bowler. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I think he can be. I think once he's healthy, he can actually block. But after that injury, he couldn't block an ex-girlfriend. He was, it was bad. We have a comment. Who do you think we will get round 1? Came at the right time. Maxi Honachor, tackle out of Arizona State. All right, next up. Actually, you know what it was? It was. I know. I'm so locked in on him. And if he gets taken,
you are sold on him.
If he gets taken, edge rusher might have to be the way to go. The thing is, I don't want an edge rusher here because when you scroll down to round 2, the edge rusher, it gets so deep, and you're getting into guys that should go round 1, but there's already 9 edge rushers going in round 1, so these guys just have to fall. Most of these round 2 edge rushers.
Is that where oh no, he's a D tackle. I was thinking Caleb Banks. I just feel like that's very ballsy.
What, to get Banks?
To draft. It's just it's a little ballsy to draft Banks because he only played 3 games last year.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't know, but
the only thing with him is like he would be the Kyrus Tonga replacement. By the way, Caleb Banks, he's a defensive tackle from Florida. He's 6'6", 330 pounds, 23 years old. That is a big man. It is a big man. And I would, if you take a shot at him, the thing is you're getting someone who, a nose tackle, he's not, you can get good nose tackles in the 3rd and 4th round. That's kind of where most of their names get, like, that's where you hear most of their names from, is 3rd and 4th round. Like Kyrus Tonga he might have been a higher one. I think he was 2nd or 3rd. But I don't think you need to go 1st round with a nose tackle. It's a big need, but you don't like. I think that's being desperate. Getting Caleb Banks. But
that's what I mean. Like, it's kind of a big swing.
Yeah, it's a huge swing. I mean, you can't. I don't think you can, unless this is a guy that's like Caden McDonald. If he falls, that's a different story. Like an Ohio State guy who is just amazing. He's a very good run stopper. That's a different story. He should be going top 20. But,
yeah, I mean, that Ohio State defense is gross.
Oh, it's so good. I think Matt Patricia ran it too, so he knows a little bit.
Legend.
That's right.
Wow. One of the greatest offensive coordinators.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. They
got
got 5-star recruits like all over that defense.
Oh, I know, it's insane. Even if you even in the round 1, you got Caleb Downs. He's a disgusting safety. Yeah. People have been waiting for Caleb Downs' name to get drafted since he was a freshman in college. Freshman in high school.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, that Sonny Styles
Oh
kid
my
is
God.
gonna be something. He's a
Oh,
freak.
he is. If the Patriots could ever get him, the things I would do, like,
Yeah, I really don't want him to go to the Giants, which I think he's probably gonna go to, and that would just
yeah.
suck, dude. Because
I mean, now that the
New
Giants have
York, the
two
Giants
picks.
don't get anything. They should never get anything ever again, Billy. I know
Mm,
you weren't around for 2007, but I'm not over it.
you're not.
No, they should never ever get anything good ever. They had a good running back, and they shipped him off to Philly, which is exactly what should have happened. And then
Yeah,
he goes and breaks records and wins the Super Bowl. The New York Giants should never get anything good ever. Final answer. Sorry, that's my
that's
soapbox for
okay.
tonight.
That's okay. Um, I mean, no, Sonny Styles is gonna be good. He was I think he was a safety coming in, kind of like Marte Mapu. But
Yeah,
now I'm
biggest
gonna
safety ever.
this I
It's
know.
huge.
This is why we go tackle first round because, like I said, edge rusher gets so deep in the second round. If you don't go tackle, you gotta go. Oof, I guess edge. But then when you get to the second round, you're screwed because there's no tackle. So in this one, I went Maxi Honachor. Next pick, I went edge rusher Danny Dennis Sutton. I want to see how many sacks he got. I think he got 8 sacks, 9 sacks, and 5 sacks in the past 3 years. And he's a Penn State edge rusher, by the way. Very, very long. He's 6'5", 265 pounds, and he's gonna be better with that 3-4 style defense. You got to get edge rusher second round, no matter what. Third round, that's where things can kind of change. Where you can go see a receiver get taken. You could see a safety get taken, and Bud Clark, he's a TCU safety. Even a tight end. Tight end's a position we haven't talked about much. Hunter Henry, he's 31 years old, something like that. Maybe
Yeah, I mean,
29,
I like him,
30.
but
He's just not the future. We got rid of Austin Hooper. But we brought in Julian Hill. No, Julian Hill, he is Miami. Let's just say Miami is very happy to depart ways with him. He'll be hazed on the show later in the season. That's just a prediction.
no doubt.
Hopefully not, but it's just a
Is
prediction.
he going to Hawaii or what?
Oh, he'll be in Hawaii. Yeah. He'll
Yeah.
probably be in Hawaii by August. Catch the sun. Don't let it go down. Oh, and then there's one more first round player I would like to talk about. Sorry, two. One of them is Akeem Mesidor. I don't know if you heard his name. He's Miami. No, okay. Well, he was one step away from winning the Natty, but he couldn't do it.
Was he one of the ones that Fernando Mendoza like ran over?
He might have been. He's the one that should have gotten him, but
Oh, okay, yeah.
he's 25 years old. He's a pass rusher. He's 25 years old. He's an edge rusher. That's
It's a
the
bit
only
old
thing.
for,
That's the only thing I can't do. I mean, his pass. If he wasn't 25, say he was 21 or 22, or if he was kind of like Max
Yeah.
Or you don't even know his age, that'd probably be better. But no, Mesidor, he's a very good pass rusher. I'm not taking that risk. Say we do get Mesidor, I'd still be mad only because we're taking a 25-year-old pass rusher, and we're taking a pass rusher in the first round anyway, in general. But I mean, you win some, you lose some.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's crazy. 25 years
25
old.
years old, and you're coming, yeah. You, before the show, mentioned Kenyon Sadiq, a tight end from Oregon. If he fell, I would love it.
He is not gonna fall to 31. If he does, the Patriots are stupid to not draft him. He's still sitting there at
they
31.
gotta draft him.
You gotta take him. I just don't think he's gonna go top 20 probably.
Yeah, I can see him going to the Eagles, or the Chargers.
No, but they have Chargers I could see. Eagles, they have
Because I think Dallas Goedert did he resign?
I could have swore that where did he go?
Oh no, never mind. He had a contract extension,
Okay.
1 year for $7 million. Oh, so they don't believe in him. They might not trade him. I mean, you never know. No, if we see Kenyon Sadiq fall to 19, I think that's when Elliott Wolf gets on the phone with some teams and says, "Let's trade up," because
Interesting, very interesting.
because you see this tight end, and there's always a fairly good tight end in the class, but this guy is so athletic. He's very versatile. He's very good blocker. Also has the receiving trait in him. He's only 21. Go get him. Now,
yeah, send it.
trade wise, that'd be, it'd be tough to go trade for the 20th overall pick, right? I mean, you give up your 31st pick, and what else? Like, if it's Jerry Jones, you're giving up Drake May and maybe Kayshon Boutte. Sorry, we have nobody. We have no more Vidarian Lowe to take shots at, so it has to be Jerry. But
yeah, it's well, yeah. No, we could figure something out, but I'm gonna maintain professionalism on this podcast.
Yes, please do.
We'll see how we're doing in like November.
Yeah. Well, we have to stay professional, but we have a Vrabel Rossini segment coming up, so. Keep your professionalism in your back pocket.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who else. I mean, most of the draft coverage that I've done is on Instagram because it's kind of tough to cover the draft when it's just like you got so many names that you can talk about in a podcast to the point where people are still trying to rewind listening to the first guy you were talking about. So that's a tough part with the draft. But position wise, my tier positions goes tackle, edge rusher, tackle, safety, wide receiver, tight end, and then it goes down from there. All right, I want to talk about my head coach.
Oh boy.
Mike Vrabel and Deanna Rossini. They were hitting it off in Arizona. We already talked about this, but I want to talk about what the case is if this gets proven guilty and the NFL takes action.
I mean, well, all right, here's the thing. I think it's already been proven.
I mean, Mike Vrabel did raise his hand. Yeah, I think it could be. It's not proven yet. He addressed the podium today. I don't know if anyone heard it, but it was all recorded. But TV cameras were asked to not record, just to make it an informal conversation with the media.
I'm sorry?
So it was recorded by some like the beat reporters and stuff like that, but they made sure TV channels didn't record it because they didn't want. I don't know what they.
You're not helping. So like this is what I mean. Like it's it's pretty much confirmed.
How about when Vrabel or the Patriots PR team had to email each media person and say that Mike Vrabel won't be speaking until the after the NFL draft. How about that? And then April 21st, 2026, they get another email saying Mike Vrabel will be speaking today at noon. That's when you say, "Oh, is Mike Vrabel guilty?" And
what about when the New York Post or whatever said that they were like looking for evidence, and then neither of them could provide any evidence that they were not in fact doing that?
How about when the New York Post made an article about Jen Vrabel?
Yeah, no, that's crazy. That's crazy. Like this has got to be like the hardest time for Vrabel and his family. Granted, all his fault, by the
No,
way.
yeah, it's all his fault.
I'm not saying that, he should be, there should be plenty of blame to go around, but like this is the hardest time for him and his family probably, ever.
Yep.
And then you got tabloids writing articles about your wife who has like nothing to do with any of this. That's kind of crappy.
I would love an article about me. I would love an article about me. But there's a time and a place. Come on.
They're like Billy's honor gets too many women. That's the article.
No, but in all seriousness, like it was planned today that two players, no name revealed, would speak to the media. Vrabel put his foot down and said, "I'm going to be speaking to the media."
Well, yeah, didn't he say?
He grew a pair.
I don't want.
And said, "I'm going to speak to the media."
I don't want any of you speaking to the media before I speak to them.
Yeah, which is good, but
he's a leader of men.
When he spoke to the media, when he spoke to the media, he said the same thing over and over again. There was nothing to take away from him speaking to the media, other than him trying to make a sit-down talk with media members.
And
Karen, he didn't even let Karen.
He tried to do it.
Yeah, I mean,
he tried to, be the big boy and say, "Yep, all right, this is what happened. Please respect my family's privacy. I know I was caught red-handed."
Yep.
It's just so easy. It's so easy to just not do that. But you know what? I digress. I'm not gonna sit here and cast stones or.
I mean,
what's the quote? I forget. Something about casting stones or something.
I don't.
Anyway,
I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm gonna start rambling. But basically, like, he knows. I think he knows that he's in the wrong and that they. By the way, the NFL said they're not investigating anything.
Yep.
So,
I mean, it's a Super Bowl head coach that like.
Yeah, if you just started watching Patriots football, that never happens. Anything that has to do with the Patriots, the NFL jumps
right onto it.
As if it was like the Zapruder film with Kennedy. Yeah. They're like going over every frame. They're like, okay, this is where he was. This is what happened, blah, blah. And then our draft picks get taken away. We get fined. And Brady gets crucified. And, and then his wife cheats on him with the jiu-jitsu instructor. It all is connected.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the fact that the NFL isn't investigating this...
It's weird.
I think we should just hear him out, dude.
Yeah,
he ain't do nothing.
we heard him today, and I think I woke up and will fall asleep to the same thought of Mike Vrabel and what happened. Except now I'm very confident that he did it. And
does this change how you think of Vrabel?
Yeah, I mean, like
that's the hard part.
As a football coach, no. As a person, kind of, yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing that like really is bugging me. Like it's hard to swallow.
We have another comment here. Who are you wanting the Patriots to draft? Maxi Honachor from Arizona State, offensive tackle. But sorry, his name just keeps coming up in this show. What can I say? But no, as a person, I've talked to Mike Vrabel like I think once or twice, and he was a very nice guy. In training camp, he's always telling people, like he's always talking to the kids. He's just a good guy.
By all accounts, he seems like a nice guy, except for that one thing.
Except for this, that's just something that you hear it, and it's kind of hard to take your mind off that and just look the other way. I mean,
everybody makes mistakes.
Yeah, but this is a little more than a mistake. I mean, I feel like it's a mistake, like cupping arms, like cupping your hand like this. That's like that's next level. So is a hot tub. I mean, Arizona's a hot place. You don't need a hot tub. So if this is a pool instead of a hot tub, are we do we have any other different thoughts, or is Mike Vrabel still same thing? Very interesting question, but
I like to think that I'm a very affectionate person, you know? Like I
Yeah.
always like high five people, I'll hug people, whatever.
do you
Dude,
say
I
do you say, "Oh, hey, Uncle Steve," and hold your hands out like this?
I mean like
That doesn't happen much.
yeah, no, if let's just say if my girlfriend caught me doing that, I wouldn't have balls in the morning. Let's just say that. So I can only imagine
Yeah.
like,
Yep.
look, it's just it sucks. It sucks. And you know
It
what
really
even
does suck.
sucks? You know what sucks more than that? It's because people in the media like us have to talk about it.
I know. I know. It's not something that we like love to. We don't want to. We don't even want to hear this stuff. It's just not
Like we don't want to talk
It's
about
just
it, but
not.
we
It's
have
just
to.
not something like it's. I just feel like people want to hear it, and people like it's kind of what we
our
do. Is what we do is
professional
give what people want. But
Yeah.
Mike Vrabel did that in Arizona, and he gave her what she wanted.
Listen. No, I can't say that.
Keep it on the top of your head. We do this every time.
No, well, listen. All right. I just have I think I'd be a really good stand-up comedian.
Okay. Thank you.
If I wasn't afraid of getting canceled, then like I'd probably be a really good stand-up comedian.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, I don't think anything's gonna happen. I think Vrabel's just fine. I think it's a bad look on him, awful look on him. But we don't know if it's confirmed. We don't know if it's really true. What I think, we'll leave that aside until the truth comes out. But in terms of Vrabel and Rossini, that's what I have for you. I mean, there's not much more to say about it. And if you were to ask me, I would say that it's just something that you have to look into, but also look away from. I have one more thing to talk about, and then we're done for the night because we started a little bit late, and the Bruins were on, the Celtics were on. It was just something, tough to get on the computer screen.
Yeah.
So Elliot Wolf talked around 2 weeks ago, maybe a week ago, April 13th. It's April 21st, so yeah, a little more than a week ago. He was talking about just a pre-draft press conference. He said Morgan Moses will likely return. That's news that we didn't really need, but
Yeah.
Elliot Wolf thinks it's a strong draft in terms of the offensive and defensive line. He sees secondary as a weakness, so unfortunately we can't get a corner. But I mean, how unfortunately is that? There's not many corners in this draft. It's a safety that I kind of see that as like Emmanuel McNeil Warren. He's a safety from Toledo. I like him. I think if we got him, I'd be happy. But that's a first round guy, and if we got safety first round, I wouldn't be mad. But it's definitely bold. What else? Wide receiver.
I would not go safety at 31. I just wouldn't.
But you got Byron. You got to see him as a 34-year-old. He hasn't digressed in production, but like
didn't he lead the league in picks last
exactly.
year? I mean, I know it was.
He did.
I don't know.
I wouldn't be mad if we got a safety. First round's tough though. I mean, if AJ Halsey, an LSU safety, which granted I love LSU, but if he were to fall, then we got to go get him. But anyway, Elliot Wolf is open to anything, and I quote, open to anything, when asked if he plans to move up in the draft. So we could be seeing Kenyon Sadiq's name being called, which I would love. I would love to see Sadiq's
I would
name
love that too.
called.
I just
that
I don't
that would
know.
make
I just don't think.
that would make everything for me.
I
But
don't think it's in the cards. I mean, I think it could be, but I don't know. Do you think? Hey, I have an interesting
let's hear it.
proposition.
Let's hear it.
How do you feel about Kyle Pitts?
To trade for him?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because he's not a free agent.
No, he's not.
Yeah, but I think the Falcons are open to trading him.
I saw that too. You know, that's tough only because like
if we can't get Sadiq, all right,
yep.
and like you said, Hunter Henry's getting old. I know Pitts
How old is he?
isn't super old.
I bet he's like 26. He's 25.
Yeah, so he's
Send
that's
him
like-
send him my way. I
Yeah,
would gladly take Kyle Pitts, but what are we
I don't think
what are
his
we
market's that.
what are we
high
talking
either.
about though? I mean, this could be a market where they're asking for a second and a player.
No, get out. No.
I mean,
I just don't see. Dude, there's
How much
no
is he making?
shot. I don't know, but he
just got signed
he
to
needs
a-
second round. He ain't a second round trade target. Like what?
no.
I mean, maybe like
No,
third
maybe
or
fourth. Yeah, no, fourth.
Yeah.
I've been talking
I
about
think
AJ Brown
I
and
think
stuff, so
third
like,
would be high.
but does
Third would even be high. I mean,
Dexter Lawrence
I
being
don't think-
does that Dexter Lawrence trade change the market for every
that's just
draft
listen,
pick?
You cannot base the market off of what Cincinnati does. They're morons.
No,
They've been
well,
morons
you
for,
gotta
like, 40
you gotta see
years.
that and say they just got a 10th overall pick for him. Like that's
Yeah, they're stupid. Like, dude, this is the same team that is like, we can't afford an O-line, and then they make Jamar Chase the highest paid receiver in the league. They make Joe Burrow the highest paid quarterback in the league, and it's like, dude, all you need to do, like, Lamar Jackson restructured his contract. Patrick
Yep.
Mahomes restructured his contract. Like, you don't need $500 million to live well in this country.
Yeah,
Like,
but
I
it's
know
the
I know
fact-
times are tough, but like, come
it's
on.
a fact that they gave up a 10th for a defensive tackle who's probably
Yeah.
he's one of the best in the
They're idiots.
league.
No, but they're idiots.
But I don't know.
they
They're
also
still
let Trey Hendrickson go,
that's true.
walk right out the door,
Do-
and go to a division rival.
Do people see that? I mean, it was definitely an overpay, and I think people have to see the overpay part of it, right? Would you give up Kayshon Boutte straight up for Kyle Pitts?
Absolutely,
You would?
I would do it. I would do it right now.
Yeah,
I would do it right now.
I can give you that.
Yeah,
It-
I would
but-
do that right now.
All right, so this is my last. We're starting to wrap up, but I actually do have a few more questions.
Okay.
We're in round one. It's pick 19, pick 18, right? Tackles are starting to go. This is like tackles are starting to go. I'd say 4 tackles are gone, and edge rushers are also starting to go. Are you trading up? And if so, like at like 20, how much are you willing to trade up for pick, like 20, 21, 19, whatever?
So are you saying Sadiq isn't picked yet in this scenario?
Sadiq is not picked.
Okay.
Sadiq is not picked. Oof. I'm gonna answer my own question, or I'm gonna try to give an answer to my own question.
All right. Let's
so
hear,
I
let's hear what you have to
obviously
say. I think I have something, but
obviously give up your 31
yep.
and say Sadiq is there. Do you give up Hunter Henry?
Yep. That's exactly. I was thinking 31 and Henry for that pick.
Oh, that's tough though. Do you want
I
to give up
think-
like?
But that's the thing. So if you do that, you might miss out on. Well, you said the edge rushers were deep, but like,
The second round, you have to go edge rusher if you didn't get one in the first, because the edge rushers in the second are just there's
that's
there's
the
so
thing.
many guys that should be in the first round that should go in the first round in terms of edge rusher. We have a comment here. TJ Parker will be a Patriot by this time Thursday evening. So
That's
TJ
crazy.
Parker.
That's
I don't know.
well, that's not too crazy actually.
I don't know if anyone in here hasn't heard TJ Parker's name. TJ Parker
What
is
is
a
he,
Clemson.
Clemson?
Yep, Clemson
Yeah.
edge rusher. He I don't think he's strong. I don't think he has like the power that factor in his game. I don't think he's strong enough. I mean,
Dude, this guy's born in 2004. Oh my God, you're making me feel old.
21,
Sorry, go
20
ahead.
years old. I just 6 sacks last year, 12 sacks the year before, 6 sacks the year before. That's good. That's really good.
It is the ACC though.
It
I
is
mean,
the
I don't
ACC,
know.
but it's good. I'd say that's good. Does TJ Parker even fall though? Like in terms of edge rusher, you got guys like the Chiefs in front of you. You have the Niners in front of you. You have the Eagles, who are definitely going to pick an edge rusher or a receiver. Even the Browns, like there are a lot of guys in front of you who could get edge rusher.
The Browns.
No, they can get an edge rusher. Help with Myles
They
Garrett.
could if they're just not gonna,
Get the right one.
yeah, like if they're gonna get a, that's just where.
Were you just laughing at the
players'
Browns?
careers
Just
go to
laughing at
die.
the Cleveland Browns. Yeah, yeah. No, I just if we got TJ Parker after round 1, the only reason why I'd be disappointed is because we got the edge rusher. It's not because of TJ Parker. It's because we got an edge rusher. If we were to get an edge rusher in the first round, I would choose TJ Parker or Keldrick Falk. Keldrick Falk is an animal. Keldrick Falk is 6'6", 285. He is so strong, and he's just another long edge rusher, similar to Danny Dennis Sutton. That's someone I would love to get. I don't think he's gonna fall though. But I mean, I'm not going edge rusher first. I feel like first round you have to go anything but edge rusher. Second round edge rusher, third round that's where you can kind of branch out from linebacker to safety to receiver to guard to nose tackle. It's like there's so many needs, but it's just what prioritizes your need. You know what I mean? It's just it's a weird situation here. Another comment. I expect Cleveland considers Reuben Bain just to help Myles Garrett. Sonny Styles feels like the move.
For the Browns?
I don't think the Browns are up there. Oh, for 6. No, I was talking about 24 for the Browns, but wait, no. I was reading this wrong. Never mind. Yes, you're right. For the Browns, they have a few options there. I can't spell the last name, but Max Clanker. I like that one, Max Clanker.
All right, yeah, there it is.
No, I'm just kidding. Maxi Honachor is also a move. Yep, you got to go Maxi Honachor. Sonny feels like the move for the Browns at 6. My mistake. Yep. All right. I think I messed up there. Anyway, the draft's in 3 days, and I guess we're gonna have to see. I mean, it's my favorite time of the year or one of my favorite times of the year for football. Draft is always fun to watch.
Yep.
I won't be able to do any podcasts on Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, so we'll have to wait until like Monday or so to recap the draft. But make sure to follow Patriot Focus on Instagram and stuff, or on Twitter, to see all your live updates. It's gonna be it for the show. Ben, do you have anything else for the draft or Vrabel and Rossini or
listen,
AJ Brown? Because we could. All right, this is gonna be crazy to say, but next podcast we could be talking about AJ Brown as a Patriot.
That's true.
Just because the Eagles are so desperate. Would you offer a round 1 if we got him before June 1st, like say draft time?
No, because why? I wouldn't.
I mean, but you say why, but at the same time, like you need to get a receiver in the top 4 rounds if you don't draft if you don't get AJ Brown. If we do get AJ Brown,
if we get AJ Brown like before the draft, let's say, then now everyone knows you're not going receiver in the draft. You're
That's
kind of
fine.
showing your hand a bit, but I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't
It's
care.
weird.
Like, look, I don't care when we get them. I've waited 13 years for GTA 6. I think I can do this.
Whoa. I just saw we have a comment here, and it has to be talked
Okay.
about real quick. If I had to get AJ Brown today, I'd offer pick 31, Kayshon Boutte, and a future third.
No.
I wouldn't. Wow.
Let me ask this person this. What are you smoking, and can I have some? Because that's too much, man. I'm sorry. That's way too much. To get him today for like no reason other than just to have him, because like
the only
let me
reason.
tell you something. The season's gonna start at the same time for everyone.
Yeah.
So like, you don't need to get him early.
It's the fact that it's the fact that you get him before the draft, knowing what you go into the draft needing. Because right now we need a receiver.
Yeah, I don't know.
We need a good receiver that we can't just get another receiver that will he make the team, will he not? So now he makes the team. Now he gets 10 snaps in the season. Like that's kind of what we have gotten with Javon Baker, Jalen Polk. Oh, sorry, we're getting in the trenches right now. No, it was a fun show tonight. No, but I would never accept that trade.
Or
right.
That we have
It's
the old receiver who's hurt, and then we give him a 3-year deal, and then we let him go after.
No, I know. Yeah, it's just one of the
Yeah.
Stephon Diggs. Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, we'll see, right? This is gonna be a very fun draft to watch. I think we're gonna see at least 4 trades, maybe 5 first-round trades, and I think the Patriots could
we'll
be a
be
part of
texting
one.
for sure.
Oh, 100%. I think the Patriots are gonna be a part of one, maybe 2.
All right.
I just can see it. Like I don't know why, but I have a feeling Elliott Wolf is gonna wake up and he's gonna say, you know what, I'm gonna trade. Because I think, when was it? Oh, free agency. His alarm didn't go off, and that's when we were
That's
angry.
right.
That's when we were mad. But I guess we'll have to wait. So thank you for everyone joining tonight. It was late, but I'm glad we did it. Ben, as always, thank you for coming on. It's always a pleasure having you. And
Thanks for having me.
Oh, no problem. I can't wait to recap it with you. One more time, where can we find your work?
At the Bell Cow NFL on Instagram and Twitter.
Go get him. Go follow him there.
Backs.
He's a running back guy and a Patriot guy when he's on the Patriot Cast. I like that one.
That's right.
For me, you can follow me on Patriot Focus on Instagram, Twitter, and basically every social you have. You can watch this podcast or listen to it on YouTube, Spotify, Instagram Live, Amazon Music, kind of whatever you listen to podcasts on. And yeah, we're gonna be covering a lot on the draft these next couple of days, so make sure to follow and post notifications if you want it soonest, earliest. I don't know, whatever. I haven't been to school in a week, so but thank you for everyone listening tonight, and we'll just wait for the draft. Go Pats.